Hello, welcome to my channel, Dare to Win. Currently with Hereford in the National League, and this is episode 21. Since you were with us last, it's not we haven't set the world on fire, put it that way. You were here for the FA Cup 2-1 win and the 2-0 against Gateshead. We then lost to York, didn't turn up, absolutely woeful performance. And then all of these games, these three games, three draws on the trot, all against teams in the lower reaches of the league. And I don't know, I think my strikers have been putting their football boots on back to front and inside out and whatever else it is, because all of a sudden we're getting shots away, we're not hitting the target. It's just gone all over the place. So we're here today. We're going to play FA Cup second round against Lincoln. Okay, and I think I'm going to make it an FA episode because we'll go away and then play Hampton and Torquay off video, and then we'll come back for the Stalybridge. So it's two cup ties today. Second round FA Cup and FA Trophy third round. So Lincoln, big ask. When we drew them, they were top of the Division 1, League 1 as it's known nowadays. They're now 7th, so they've had a bad run of form, I'm guessing. Yeah, not too good since they got through the FA Cup. So who knows? We are still struggling with fitness and injuries, okay, and it's the injuries really that are causing us problems with the fitness. I just haven't been able to rotate, so players are suddenly not fit and suffering because of that. So yeah, it's not been great. Yeah, what can I say? I thought I had a big enough team this season, and it's all conspired to trip me up, and we haven't. So yeah. This guy hasn't played all season, Holloway, but obviously needs are a must. Broadbent's back fit, which is a big thing, because he can drop straight back into his position there. Yeah, advanced playmaker, that's right. Martin, he's been playing. He is a striker, but because of injuries, he's been playing in the midfield, because that's why I sign these players, is because they are able to play in a number of roles. He wants to play target forward. So yeah, we're going to chop and change it about until I'm happy. And it's alright, he was left here to play midfield again because I didn't realise Kyle Kelly was back fit. He needed a rest last time I looked, but he's one I found this season and he's coming really well. Apia and Abungbo are both now fit again. So yeah, that's good. And that's a team really, gents. So we're Algeri in goal. It's a given. There's nobody anywhere near the form of this guy. If you remember my last goal, although I haven't said that, the conceded isn't that great again this season. We were playing like 20 games last season and we'd let like 40 goals in. So in that respect, he's good with 9 clean sheets. Just when we do lose, we do lose. We have a lot of high scoring matches as well, 3-2s and 4-3s and stuff. But yeah, so Algeri's in goal. Back to our normal back four is Sears, Abumbo, Apia and Bayabu. Quite happy with how they play together. I don't know if I swap them around, whether they... Yeah, that's it. They're linking up quite well. So I've got Smith now, Scott Smith. He wants to leave. He doesn't want to play defensive midfield. I can sort of understand that, but yeah, he's there. So he wants to leave. He's not happy with his playing time in his preferred position, so he's asked for a transfer. That's not a problem. So Kelly and Thorpe, main midfield players, Broadbent in the attacking midfield, and today we're starting with Norton and Martin up front. Simply because McKendy, who has been finding a net, and McGiff, my other main guy, is not going to go in. Martin scores when he's on, but his ratings aren't always that great. If he has a bad game, he has a really bad game. So yeah, but in fairness to him, he has been playing not in his preferred position. So that's the team for today. As you can see with the results, we have dropped to third. The stats are correct with the predicted finish. Wrexham and Colchester were first and second, opposite to what they are there at the moment, and we're meant to be down in 7th and 8th place, so we are better than what they think at the moment. But I'm not fooling myself. It's going to be a tough running for the rest of the season. Yeah, there's no changes. I've talked through this team, so let's get it going and see how the game develops. We're getting this all the time. Match sharpness is suffering because of injuries. Players are coming back for half a game or a game. Arthur Reed's back in training with the under 19s. I'm leaving him there now. Anybody that's come back off like a lengthy injury, they're not even going to get in the first team until they're fully fit from the under 19s. So, um, in the perfect world, guys, with the way things happen, sometimes that's not possible. But yeah, I've got to try and get these guys back to fitness and doing the business for us. So, against the odds, a win here would be very nice. We need the cash. There's no secret that we're struggling as a part-time outfit. So a good, I'm not saying an FA Cup run is gonna make any differences there. I really need a blooming good away fixture, and I got Lincoln, so but it's winnable. Hopefully, you're going to see us hit the net today instead of create chances and hit every single person in this back stand rather than between the sticks. Oh yeah, that was close. Yeah, so fingers crossed. But yeah, injuries have really done us again. I can't believe it because I don't know whether I keep saying it's because we're part time. It's worse this season than last, because last season it didn't start happening until there was a few until the last 10 or 15 games. This season it's been right from the off. If you play somebody for 2 or 3 games on a trot, they're just falling over. And with the injuries we were carrying anyway and whatnot, it's been difficult to get things going. And they're on the attack here now, out wide with Robson. He's crossed into the box. Bayabu's got back there to cover, but not a great clearance. And they're back in behind us, and a cracking save by the keeper. Out of all the players on this pitch, my keeper is the outstanding performer at the moment, week in, week out. He did have a spell last season where he'd make unexpected mistakes, and please, I hope I'm not tempting that for this game. But good position, good effort, but high. But yeah, Ajiri has been what a find, honestly. And he's still contracted as a backup keeper. I'm not going to. I should offer him a new contract, I guess, but I'm tight, and unless he asks, he's not getting one. So half time 0-0. Happy so far, but we do need to push on. And I can't say anything else now, can I? That's gonna. So yeah, we're going to encourage you guys. We'll leave it for now because everything's fine, so we don't want to waste it. But yeah, maybe an hour in, we're going to pause and have a look. And no, we're looking good at the moment. We're looking good fitness-wise and playing-wise. Right now, we're gonna encourage. And yeah, there's no injuries, so I pause it just to give me a little bit of time to glance over everything without the clock ticking by. So I'm starting to lose a little bit at the back. But yeah, 76 minutes gone, 0-0. I'd have taken that. And I'm going to make some substitutes now. 80 minutes in. He's on a yellow, so he's going to have to come off. But I've also got some league games that I want to do well in. Bayabu, I can't afford for him to go out injured. And to be honest, this game isn't as important as some of the league games. Broadbent's just come back, so's Thorpe. Thorpe's calm. He's motivated. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest him, and I'm gonna bring McKendy in because McKendy, when I've got my normal attack, is quite good in that position. So let's see. We might grab a goal. As it's FA Cup, I may even. Let's see what happens. I may even go attacking for the last 5 minutes just to try and push a goal rather than a replay. But Norton's through, picked the ball up. He's taking his man on. He's getting out wide. Norton's looking to get it in. It's a good cross in, and there you go. Martin has scored from the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh yes. Oh well, I won't be going attacking, gents. I'm going to leave it on positive. And yeah, that is unexpected. Norton picked the ball up, got out wide. Lovely ball onto the corner of the 6 yard box, and he just lashed that away, Martin. I said he's been knocking them in, didn't I? He is scoring. Um, yeah, I'm well chuffed. And before the changes, so 88. And we are shading it. We are the better team. Now, this is a League One side, and we were the better team, and we've got the win. The FA Cup challenge is still on. We are through to the next round and a chance of pulling Liverpool, Man U, Man City, Tottenham, anybody like that away in the next round. Come on. And he's been playing out of position. Fair play to him. Absolutely fair play. Obviously, we've got to get back to the day job and start turning that around. But yeah, so I'm going to play the next couple of games off camera, and then we're going to come back for the FA Trophy game. Yeah, so I thought I had two games. There's so much been rearranging, guys. That'll be in a message here. So Hampton and Richmond, we'll play that off camera, and then we'll come back for the Stalybridge Celtic game, okay, in the FA Trophy third round, and then we're going to hopefully be coming back for Man City away here. So let's wait and see. Hey, so just a quick callback. The draw is today. Hereford have got an home leg, which is disappointing already. So I'm now hoping for a long non-league club or somebody we can roll over quite easily. We did make a cool 60k from the away game at Lincoln. But yeah, let's have a look and see who we've got in the next round of the FA Cup. It's Tottenham at home. So I got one of the teams I wanted. I just didn't get it the way I wanted it. Okay, so perhaps we're not going to make a huge sum this season. But yeah, fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. Hello, so we're just coming up to the Port Vale game in the FA Trophy. And this just popped up in my inbox. Port Vale board have invited you to attend an interview. So Port Vale, another League One side. Surprise, surprise. The only team below them in the league is Birmingham. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Hereford are performing well. It's just that, well, we know the issues with Hereford, part-time and all of that. These are going well. I'm just going to have a quick look, see the manager. So, Scott Russo, 20 days. So he joined in November and he's gone in December. So, yeah, apart from that, they were nearly 4 years. So they're not a team that's working their way through the through their managers without a care. So let's have a look at their facilities. Adequate training, below average youth, but we can develop those. That's not a problem. 20,000 crowd will see her. So yeah, I can't see any reason at the moment why we can't go. Finances are okay. Be interested to see what they've got to offer, wouldn't it? So let's go for the interview. It's going to be pretty much the same. Hello, Pete. Thanks for agreeing to speak to us. Well, glad you've given a chance. You have so far only managed one team. There isn't much loyalty left in football. I do apologise for the noise in the background, guys. The dogs have got bones, and yeah, if I take them off them, they're going to cry and bark for the bones. So the chewing noises are the lesser of two evils. Why do you want to leave your current job after doing so much good work there? It's time to take the next step, isn't it? There have been rumours that you've routinely broken promises to your players. I have, but you know, if I can't get the board to build training rooms, I can't really do a lot about it, can I? You know, so yeah, if I can't, yeah, when you've managed as long as I have, are you able to ease our words about losing the backing of your players and the subsequent? So I don't know anything about this. I've never had a player go to the media and complain about anything that I've done at the club. So this is just, I'll make that promise because I haven't done it. It hasn't happened. We want to ensure the dressing room atmosphere is much better as was under our pro. I can promise that because that's something I do. You will be potentially replace someone who did not enjoy a good relationship with our fact. Well, he was only here 30 days. He wasn't gonna do a lot, was he? What makes you the ideal candidate to save the club? I like to consider myself a strong motivator and leader when times are hard. It's important to keep spirit. Well, times have been hard at Hereford. They're not as bad now as they were at the start, I agree, but yeah, part of the recruitment process we're willing to allow you to request changes. Now, I'm wondering if that's why I didn't get the Birmingham job, guys, because I wanted to bring somebody along. But I'm not going to make loads because it's only if the physio is better than their physio. I mean, you know, yeah, I'm only one a little bit. So this is the meaty on the bone, isn't it? Strive to make good progress on and off the pitch. Work within the wage budget. Grow the club's reputation. Everybody wants that. Maximum when your contract's players over 32. I don't sign 32-year-olds. Avoid relegation. Yep, should be able to do that. Be competitive in the FA Cup. Are you still in the FA Cup, I wonder? Be competitive in the Carabao Cup. I guess they must be, or they wouldn't be on there with it. Work towards becoming established, and becoming an established Sky Bet League One team. So they're only looking at League One, so I'm happy with that because we can work with that when we're here. Hired expectations for club to avoid relegation. I'm given a job, I would be able to meet the expectation of avoiding relegation, but could I push them on? I'm just going to agree with what they want, and then we can always look at it back. What do you think of a proposed transfer budget of £1.02 thousand? £1,020. Depends what the wage budget is, oh boy. So although we share first names, Peter, I'm not sure we've got the same outlook on life. So I'm gonna, yeah, wage budget 39,272, League One. I don't know. I'll go with it because I want to see. Nothing that I can think of. That's all the questions that we have. Okay, thank you very much. Speak to you soon. So yeah, I was coming back roughly now anyway for the FA Trophy when that popped up, so I've come back a few minutes early. Training's going well. League, not so. We've lost 2 games this season. Both games we've lost have been... Sorry, take out the Southend game, okay. Recently we've lost 2 games, which was York and Hampton. And I believe York were actually bottom of the table when we lost to them. Maybe not. Maybe not. It must have been the Southend one then. May well have been. But anyway, we've just lost to Hampton and Richmond, who, believe it or not, were bottom of the table. Or in the relegation anyway. So we're back for the Stalybridge game. We've had 3 draws. We won in the FA Cup, which you were here for. We've then lost to Hampton and Richmond. Very disappointing. We weren't in the game. I know this looks like, the usual sort of stuff, but trust me, it's flattering. We weren't in the game. We went ahead and it looked good, and then we just crumbled. It was woeful, absolutely woeful. So Stalybridge today in the cup. Be interested to see what happens. And then we've got a toughie, Wrexham away. I'm not holding my breath with that one, but I may not have Port Vale request backroom staff check. Oh, this is quick. This is quick, isn't it? So let's suggest the changes. Let's have a look. These have fitness coaches, head performance, head physio is Pete Shaw, and he's 20. So I'm really sorry about this, my love, but you're not coming with me. She's 17. She's not a patch on what he is. So, yeah, she's not coming. That was the only one I was going to take last time. Physio, chief scout. I don't see anything with... So, do I take my director of football? Or can I get... I'm going to get better in League One, aren't I? And I haven't built up any sort of relationship with these guys. In fact... Why can't I confirm then? I suppose they're waiting for me to do something. Must respond. Suggest changes. And yeah, confirm. There is no changes to make. So that's it. So, okay. Yeah, I've got to be honest. Sometimes I manage to get a member of staff that I take with me. The only one I'd want to take with me really is Tyrese, but he's not looking good for that at the minute. And I don't know what he'd do up a couple of leagues higher up is a little bit of an ask for him anyway. So looking at the squad, I've got Mr. Broadbent suspended, silly yellow card. So Mr. Smith's back in. I took Smith out simply because he was he wants to leave. He doesn't want to play football for me anymore. He's not happy with his playing time, and I'm really concerned that this is the best I can get at the moment, and it's not good enough. It's why we're not scoring goals. It's why we're not running away. My attacking third is just not good enough. So yeah, if the Port Vale job falls through, this is something I'm going to have to be looking at, I think. And of course, Port Vale depends what they're going to offer me as a wage, doesn't it? When I look at it. So team staying as it was. There's no changes. Sorry, I forgot to go through it, didn't I? Ajiri is in goal. Sears, Apia, Gungo, and Bayabu. That's my main back four. The other four are reserves, like an Olympia. Elliot, Thorpe, Kelly in the midfield with Reno, we call him, Martin Smith, and McKendy at the other end of the field. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. So we're favourites. And let's be honest, we should really roll these over comfortably, shouldn't we? There shouldn't be any aggravation of that of that sort. Sorry. Yeah, it should be a straightforward result. But it's the cup. And here we are, Thorpe with a free kick. Over to the back post. Apia is there. He leapt like a salmon at the far post and nodded it into the top corner. What a start. 9 minutes in, 1-0 up. I don't fool myself. The reason I don't score a lot of set plays is because my delivery is poor. At this level, if you could get somebody with decent set piece delivery, you're going to score goals, I tell you now. Unfortunately, the restrictions I put in place for players coming to my team, or try to put in place, not always, and the keeper makes the save, and again, and again. That is why I could be looking to move him along with me to Port Vale, I have to be honest, just out of interest on Silvo with 1,000. But yeah, I might get him. Just to see if he can perform at an higher level, because I've been impressed with him down here. He's played really well. So here's Sears. He's picked the ball up deep in our own box, plays it back, half, not box, plays it back to Apia, who loses it out with a silly ball forward. Kelly picks it up in the midfield, plays it out wide to Bayabu. Now I'm hoping Bayabu is going to drive to the byline here. No, he's going to cut back in and play it back to Gungo. Gungo is taking his time, why not? We're 1-0 up, and he plays it over the top. Reno with a rush in. That's going to be a penalty then, ref. If play just... I really don't understand these penalties, guys. I really don't. I thought he'd just stop running for it because it had run away from him. But yeah, we'll have it. Martin. Oh. Did I really just see a penalty that poor? My grandmother takes better penalties than that. Oh dear. And Apia plays it forward to Reno. Reno into McKendy. McKendy plays it in behind. Kelly running onto it from the midfield. And that's 2-0. Super Kelly. He's only a youngster. He's playing to develop, really, to try and get a player that's worth a bit of money. But he's doing a business. And yeah, Reno picks it up wide. Plays it straight into McKendy. And again, Kelly bursted through from the midfield and just slots it into... Oh, it actually took a deflection. I don't care. It's 2-0 and it's Kelly's goal. And, happy days. We're looking at a double cup run, people. And I'm guessing sometimes these cups, you get a nice little payout, don't you? I have noticed that in previous seasons that you sort of pick up 10, 15, 20k. So yeah, it's all going to help. A lot of shots on target, so I'm happy. I am happy. I'm smiling. I'm sat here smiling. Eventually, when I get a camera, you will see how much I smile, which isn't a lot according to the wife and the kids. But Thorpe's injured. Thorpe is injured. Mr. Thorpe. Oh, but he's not that injured. That's a surging run through, and what a goal! Oh, what an individual effort by Mr. Thorpe running along on one leg. How can you? Absolutely fantastic. And that's going to be his last input for the game, because once this replay's finished, and you can almost see him hobbling there as he's running, and he's chipped. Oh, pure class, pure quality. Mr. Thorpe, take a bow, son. Absolutely fantastic. So he is coming off, and I'm going to give Arthur Reed a run out. He's not match sharp, but he's match fit. And what are we looking at? Best part of an hour. 45 minutes. Best part of the entire second half. There is nobody else, so it has to be him. So we will confirm that change. Yeah, and here we go. 3-0 up. I'm happy. I'm looking at resting players now for the Wrexham match. Unless I'm at Port Vale. Interesting. I always worry because I could go to Port Vale, and although they're a better team, they may be in worse. And there's Reno surging through and tucking it away. And 4-0. This is turning into a rout, guys. This is really good play. Apia just chips it over the back four, and Reno jumps onto it. And my pup has put his bone under my chair and is chewing it on the floor. Please, mate. And yeah, cracking finish. Yeah, you can go to these higher clubs. They've got no money. They've got no transfer budget. All their players are in wheelchairs. You know, they're all waiting for the retirement home. And yeah, you can. The save can go pear-shaped very quickly. Port Vale. I'm trying to think of what they're doing this season in real life, but it's no. You know, I'm into the third season here. The team could be completely different. Yeah. I think, to be honest, if I'm offered the job and it's a decent wage and we're going to be looking to move to Port Vale. Oh dear, we're going to have to be looking at £1,200 a week salary, aren't we? You know, a nice £300 a week pay rise, £150 per league, and until you get to the Premier, and then we squeeze whatever we can out of them each time we renew the contract. But yeah, I always look to add on £150 to £200 per league step up. So, you know, otherwise I'll stay at Hereford. Yeah, we're probably not going to win the league for a couple of seasons. I'm loath to leave at the minute because the first cup run we've had, we've already put it. Right, guys, I'm going to have to concentrate here a little bit because this is turning pear-shaped rather quickly. Yeah, we put a nice little cup run together. We're getting the coffers. We've put like £100,000 or more in the bank this season so far. And that's my dogs arguing over a bone. I do apologise. Come on, pup. You've got the bigger one. Why do you want the smaller one? Typical kid. So I'm going to make two changes. I think we're safe now. Mr. Apia's coming off for Mr. Billowayne. And I may even give Mr. Richards a run for Bayaboo. Did I do that because it looked like I put him on up front? I did. Why would I put him on up front? Don't be silly. Mr. Richards for Mr. Bayaboo. That's it. So that's a 3. Job done. Let's see this out now. We should. It's been quite a tight game. Not a bad XG game, to be honest. But yeah, I think we've took the foot off the gas, haven't we? I certainly have, because I've been nattering away at you. About the Port Vale move. Very nice victory, well done. Happy with that. But yeah, I'm quite happy at Hereford. It's not, they're a non-league side, for God's sake. You're not going to have stuff. I want it, but it doesn't mean I'm going to get it, does it? Training rooms and a big stadium and everything else. So we've won that. Elliot Thorpe injured. Hereford to receive, 6.5k. Haggerty, Apia on form. It's a good centre half. Playing well for us this season. More than happy with that. English FA Trophy 3rd round. But yeah, if you look at the finances, we're 63k up this month. We're £250,000 up on the season. The cup run makes a difference. That means I'm going to still be in the in a positive balance at the end of the season compared to being in a negative. Prediction, that was negative at the start of the season. Okay, so the cup run means I'm going to make £250,000 rather than lose. It'll be interesting to see how we do with the full-time status. I'm hoping that once we get... Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. Once we get settled and we're challenging for the league again this season, I'm hoping that the board are just going to come out of the blue and say, hey, you can go full-time. You know, it's what the club needs. It really is. So we got 2 games back-to-back here, which is going to cause me more issues. I was just hanging around for this, guys. I'm not going to do the Wrexham game as this has been a 2-cup special. Yeah, shocked again. So they've gone with Ian Everett, which is fine. Yeah. Happy to stay at Hereford. Here we go. And we're first out, as if they knew. Hereford followed Fulham and National North. So that should be a winnable game as well, shouldn't it? You know, we're in with it. We always go extra time. We don't want to replay. So anyway, guys, that's it. I'm tempted to click through to the start of the Wrexham game to see if Port Vale come back, because they did get back for the staffing changes rather rapid, didn't they? And then you'll see whether we go. I've scouted this guy regular. No, I don't need him. But it looks like they're not going to get back to me now until the end of this. Hereford injury update. Tyrese, 1 to 6 days. Come on, my son, we've missed you. We have missed you. But do those stats look like a League One striker? They don't, do they? Just proves that stats aren't always the important thing, guys. Elliot Thorpe, and I mean, I will show you before I go because I'm about to leave this episode now. 32 goals in 40 games last season, 4 assists, 5 man of the match. You know, I know it's Vanarama National, guys, but you can only play at the level you can play at, can't you? Good average rating. And then he got injured. He'd have hit 40 goals, I think, this season if he hadn't got injured. He missed the last 10, 15 games. So, yeah. But anyway, that's it from me for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been quite an exciting episode, I feel. Yeah. If you've enjoyed it, leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to come back and watch a bit more of me nattering on about nonsense and Football Manager. Then, yeah, please feel free to hit that subscribe and hit the notification button.